Hey guys, what's up? What's good? Stop by say. Today we're going to be talking about marriage. I personally do not want to get married at this age. I'm currently 25 years old and I just feel like at 25 we're still young, we're still figuring things out, and it's like kind of crazy to want to tie yourself to somebody else for the rest of your life when you're only 25 years old. These are my opinions. So, I've seen personally in my life, I've seen a lot of marriages not work. A lot of these people are getting married at young ages, having children at a young age. Having children is also like a contract to be together forever, which is also another reason why I don't have kids. I don't want to talk about my relationship on this channel, so this will probably be like the only time that you'll hear me even mentioning my relationship, because I just feel like a lot of people, once you start getting into your relationship and things, they start speculating and making up their own, ideas of what your relationship consists of when they have no idea. So I used to be the person that would be on Facebook and Instagram and all that, just dishing the tea about what's going on in my relationship.
I know. So cringy. Like, why?
Now I'm just like, let me just not even, because everybody's relationships are different. What everybody will tolerate is different. It's just not worth it for me to do that anymore. And I'm also getting older and I'm realizing the different things about myself and different things about my relationship. And one of those things is that I'm not putting it on social media, because it just gives people room to nitpick your life when they're not even in your life. You get me? So it just leaves a lot of room for error. Personally, reasons why I don't want to get married is, the top reason is that a lot of people get divorced, and I just don't want to be getting married and then getting divorced
and then getting married again and then getting divorced again and then getting married again and then getting divorced.
I think you get the drift. It's just not for me. Especially at 25. 25 is not the most, the youngest age that people get married, but I think it's still pretty young. And I feel like since I am 25, it would be a good time to start having kids and thinking about marriage, just thinking about marriage, not actually doing it. Being in a relationship, there's a lot of ups and downs. And at 25, okay, I'll get into my relationship a little bit, because I just feel like it'll add some context to everything. So, me and my boyfriend have been together for 8 years, and that's a very long time. Some people would be like, oh, you've been together with this man for 8 years and you don't have a ring, blah 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 blah. Not everybody has to get married. Newsflash. Not everyone has to get married. It's not a required thing. If I don't want to get married, I ain't getting married. But so me and my boyfriend have been together for 8 years.
We've come to a mutual agreement that now is the time to get money, not get married yet.
8 long years. We've been through so much. Ups and downs for sure. Mostly because we were so young when we first started dating, and we had to grow up with each other. And we both came from toxic situations, I would say, overall. And just we've both seen a lot growing up and been through a lot growing up. So when you put that to two people that have been through toxic situations and seen toxic situations together, those people, especially at the young age, we were both 16, 17 when we first started dating, especially at the age of that we were, it's bound to clash at some points. And we're still like figuring out and working through our differences sometimes. Like, we have a greater understanding of what we need to be doing, how we need to be communicating with each other, spending time with each other, talking things out, etc., etc. So I feel like that never ends. And just like getting married and getting like a contract with the government, and then if anything goes wrong, God forbid, you have to go through the government to divorce. It's just a lot to me, and I've just seen it happen so many times, people getting divorced so many times over like sometimes it's over things that could have been resolved, but one person is just tired and not in the mind state to resolve anything anymore. And different things like that. Sometimes it's over people cheating. Sometimes, well, most times I feel like it's over people cheating. Sometimes it's abuse. Like, there's various reasons why people get divorced, but in general, I think the statistic is like 41% of people get divorced. That's a lot. That's a lot. And I do not want to be that statistic. So I'm just really want to take my time with my life, which is why, again, I don't have a kid yet. I do really, if you know me, you know I wanted a kid badly, like desperately. Like, I wanted a kid, so not desperately, because if it was desperately, I would have had one by now. But like, I really badly wanted a kid because I just love them. They're so cute and adorable, and I just would love having something that I have to take care of, and just like something that I can create, like a beautiful human that came out of me, and that like just a beautiful addition to the world. Basically, I have a lot to work on within myself, and so does my boyfriend. And we don't want to complicate things with adding marriage on top of it. I feel like a lot of people jump right into getting married. Like, oh, I love this person so much, I want to be with them forever. Yeah, I get it. But you still need, I don't know. We've been together for 8 years. That's a lot. That's a long time to like be with a person. But people get divorced after, I've seen people get divorced after years and years and years of being together. It could be like years and years of toxicity, but excuse me, marriage is just, I feel like it's such a huge thing. And I know there's like prenup agreements, contracts. You can literally like list what you want within your marriage, like whose money is what is what, who's doing the house chores. I think it goes down to even who's doing the house chores and who's taking care of the children and stuff like that. So I feel like I don't particularly need that, but maybe I feel like I just need a couple more years to just actually, I still don't know who I still feel like I don't fully know. I know who I am, but I don't know where I'm going. And I feel like nobody knows where they're going really in life. So, well, I won't say nobody. Some people are lucky enough to know exactly what they're doing with their lives and where they're going. But a lot of people are lost in this world. And then adding a marriage on top of that is just like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a huge headache for me, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Form your own opinions. Remember that. I'm gonna say that in every video probably. People also like to say they like to put a time limit, and sometimes I do feel a little pressure to get married, and this comes from family and friends, but I know in my heart of hearts what I want to do with my life, and I do know that I love my boyfriend, etc., etc. Everything that a normal person, or like the average person, or like the person who's like, oh, I've been wanting to get married since I was a child, that was never me. That was never me. That was never me. I never wanted to get, like, I was never, like, I think getting married is cute, it's beautiful, I like it, but did I ever strive to be a wife? I've never strove to be a wife. I do what I do for my boyfriend because I love him and I care about him. People are like, some people are like, you're doing wifely duties, but you're not a wife. And it's just like, I can do what I want to do. If I want to help this person, I'm going to help them. If I want to make him some food, I'm going to make him some food regardless. So what you're saying to me is irrelevant. I'm still going to do what I do, ring or not. Like, I just don't like that whole, oh, you're doing this, but you're not a wife type stuff. Like, because I am not a wife, I can do whatever the freak I want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not held to a government standard. Like, if, God forbid, me and my boyfriend were to get mad at each other and break up, I could just leave. I don't have to go through courts and do all this extra stuff because I decided to make this decision to get married. Another thing, getting married for me would be super expensive because I would want to have an extravagant wedding. I wouldn't want to have a rinky-dink little wedding. Like, that's just, like, if you're in my family, you know how the weddings be in our, like, how the weddings have been. I've only went to like 2 weddings in my family and they were both beautiful. And I just can't do anything less than that. So, like, that's not what we're doing. We're going above and beyond. I do not have money to go above and beyond right now. So why would I get married? Why? But saying that, if I were to have a kid right now, like if I were to get impregnated right now, I would obviously keep the child. And that would not force me to still want to, like, I still would have the same views of getting married. I still would not want to do that right now because I just feel like I'm not ready. Like, yes, if my boyfriend were to be like, oh, you want to get, like, will you marry me? I would probably say yes. But that's not us, like, signing a contract with the government. I do not want to do that. I know there's, like, tax breaks and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera for getting married. But I don't know. Just currently, it's my decision. And my decision is to not get married at this point in my life. I'm 25 years old. I'm really young. Not really young, but I'm still young. And I choose to not get married. And I think that if you choose to not get married, like, it's your personal decision. Like, if you don't want to get married and people are trying to push you to get married because you're in a relationship with a guy. Oh my God, this hair. Fuck. But if you are in a relationship and people are trying to force you to get married and you don't want to, please don't. Please don't. Because if you do and then you end up getting divorced, you're going to feel like shit. You're going to be like, wow, I should have listened to myself. You know what I mean? Not saying that I think that if I get married, I'm going to get divorced. Just saying that anything can happen. And with anything being able to happen, I like to take safeguards against that until I'm at least 99% sure that this is what I want to do. I don't even know about marriage. I don't even know much about marriage. So why would I want to do something that I don't know much about? So yeah, those are reasons why I don't want to get married. This video is getting a little dragged on, so I'm going to end it here. But I hope that somebody can relate, and I hope that I made somebody's day or something, you know? But have a great day. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.